What's good, y'all? My name's Yonny, and this is my song, Rich and Melanin.
My skin is beautiful, non-removable. They emulate it with pharmaceuticals. My skin is one of a kind, only divine source. They hate it cause when he made us, he spent his time for us. I'm born wealth, but rich and melanin, yeah. It's hard to follow suit with no representative, yeah. Black babies or crack babies, both feel offended. Mix them both together, we call that shit light skin. Repeated intrusive thoughts, I'm usually never at loss for words. My skin is beautiful, non-refundable. See the way we grew up, you would say that it's quite dysfunctional. Yeah. Complexity in my skin, don't mean I can't call you twin today.
Made me some money, I did it again.
And I'm the prophet, all of my what?
Yeah. Hey, my name is CHRVNS.
I'm Morgan.
And this is Shut Up and Listen. And today we have one of my favorites. Yonny!
What's going on? We're here. Finally.
It took some time, but we got you here.
Yeah, this is super sick. I love this whole setup. I already said it earlier, but
You know, shout out Binary Bob for giving us the space.
shout out Bob.
Hey, we love you, Bob. Hey, Bob.
My dog Bob. You looking at me?
Dude, I keep saying we need to get a
knows
little
everything,
camera back
though.
there, so all the times, because we're always
Nah,
like, my
y'all
guy
should.
Bob, and I'm like, I need a camera to go to Bob, so you can
Yeah.
just see his reaction going,
Bob
so
Cam.
That
uninterested.
smile, he be ear to ear, bro. Just, thank you.
That'd be hard though.
That's what I'm saying. See, just put that on record, guys. Anyways, for the people who don't know who you are, can you give a generalized, quick summary? What kind of music do you make? What genre?
Who are you?
They've
What do
never
you do?
seen you. What do you put out?
Well, we've practiced this elevator pitch before. So, yeah, my name's Yonny. I'm a hip-hop rap artist from Seattle, Washington. I would describe my style as like conscious rap fused with a lot of like soul. Kind of, I'm dabbling in a bunch of different styles with like jazz and whatnot. Recently, it's been like a big thing for me, especially on this song that we're going to be playing here. But yeah, I'd say mainly just hip-hop rap. So.
Do you see that? Did you see that press pitch? We need to work on that because that was excellent.
Pitch, the elevator pitch.
All right, look, if we gonna keep it a buck right now, we was just talking about this, bro.
Yeah, we were.
So, like,
I practiced already.
And I got so much respect for you for that. And like, what? I guess where did you learn, or where did these? How did you gain the information and realize, okay, this is, I guess, how you need to move, as well as what makes you want to move? And that's, I don't know.
I see what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's for sure like I like to say that, anyone that you kind of like idolize in a sense, or anybody that you kind of like look up to as an artist, you have all the ability to just like follow them in a sense. So like, I don't know, whoever your favorite artist is, they literally gave you the blueprint. So why wouldn't you look at what they did and, try to emulate that? But also, for sure, without a doubt, the people that I have around me, like, I'm blessed because every single person is just so good at what they do that it sets this standard that you have to, like, even without them saying anything, you just like, you have to follow it because you don't want to.
It's an unspoken rule, basically.
And y'all don't want to embarrass the people I be around because they are a reflection.
They gonna
of
look
me
at you and go, "You didn't practice that, did you?"
Yeah, exactly. Because I be around them so much, and they gonna be like, "Hey, so I saw Yonny, and he was kind of acting like," and then it's gonna be on them. So I kind of make sure I like. Just stay on top of it for their sake too. But obviously it helps me because
extremely team-based.
For sure,
also,
bro.
individuality is there, but making sure that everybody's on the same playing field.
Trying at least, without forcing either. It's never like a you better. Like it's always just chill. So
it's not forcing because you already know you got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You already know that's the standard.
Exactly.
This is a great answer. We're gonna interject. Bob, he has a squeaky chair. We need to change that.
I also just move hella.
Let's try that chair.
Yeah, we're pausing.
Don't even pause, bro.
I be
like,
moving
keep this
hella.
shit
Well, I
in.
didn't.
Hey,
He's
Jake,
gonna
don't cut
pause.
this out,
I
bro.
meant we are. You can keep it all
Made me
in the
some
moment.
money. I did it again.
See, I'm now on a different shit.
Normally, I always get the squeaky chair, so I'm always like,
Nah, he knew damn
Oh, it's
well not to
clean.
give it to
Yeah,
me.
I can
see?
move in this motherfucker.
there
He
you
used to
go.
give it to me.
But so
Yeah.
that being said, just like the quick little history lesson for the people. Where are you from? Where and when? Have you always been in Seattle?
Actually, yeah.
And give us your little about me bio.
Yeah, so I was born in Seattle.
Crazy.
In Swedish Hospital, like the middle of downtown. And we moved up to Lake City for like a year when I was like 1. And then after that, we moved up to Linwood, and that's where I've like grew up, basically. Grew up in Linwood, but also Seattle, because we were going down to Seattle all the time. It's like 10, 15 minutes out.
Yeah.
So it's like the greater
Like
Seattle
further,
area. Yeah, so just in and around that area. But it always gets tricky because everybody's just like, oh, you're from like Linwood? Like, you're not from Seattle.
See,
and it's just like, I was born in that motherfucker. Wait, can we curse on this?
Yeah.
you good.
Okay, I was born in that motherfucker. What you talking about? Like,
Sorry, radio.
a lot of these boys ain't even, let me not get into that. But,
Interesting. I feel like that's a lot more because even like here we have like Bellingham, Ferndale, Linden, but but there's still like that short amount of distance part. I feel like Seattle is a lot more like you're not Seattle because there's so many cities that are like right on the outside of it.
Somebody from Kent be like, "Yeah, I'm from Seattle." You
see,
from
that
Kent,
one's
right?
yeah. See, when you get
that's
that
right.
far,
That's
it's like,
right.
all right.
All right. What about what do you think? I'm saying we're going Bellevue. Is Bellevue Seattle?
Like honestly,
Low key, yeah, but
No, that's just.
It's
I used to
it's
always be
across.
like no, and then I kept having to do trips from Bellevue to Seattle. I'm like, all right, guys.
It's
It
10
really
minutes-
is like
10
it's
minutes
a-
outside.
the reason why I think we should start considering it that is because like when I went to Chicago, it's just like
That and the greater
everything is
area.
Chicago. Yeah,
Atlanta,
all
same.
of it. It's also, and
Yep.
same with New York. I ain't been to New York, but like they consider it all New York.
Just
So
that
it's
in the
like
great area, but you have your borough. You got your either boroughs, or you got
Yeah.
your districts, or you got your little
that's why I'm like, hopefully with the light rail, I don't think it's gonna happen, but like hopefully that kind of makes people go like, it's so connected
the
now.
same.
It's like it's all
I
the
ain't gonna lie,
same.
that link done saved my life a couple
Bro,
times.
it's
I love
nice.
it. I love it.
I can't wait for it to hit Linwood, bro. I'm never driving again.
The
I can't wait
Northgate
for
exit,
50
right?
years till we get one
Yeah,
here.
nah, I'm not getting that. I ain't gonna lie.
Every time we go out, we're like, that would be so. Every concert we go to, we're like, wow, if we only had one of these at home.
It's gonna be like for the
It
kids or
depends on the
something.
night,
Not,
bro. Like, are we gonna stay down there, or like, do we have to come back the same night?
and yeah, it really is like a decision. I gotta
Oh.
be like, then do we throw an Airbnb or something out here? Like, what do we do?
Dude, we always used to just stay, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I
at
bet.
some point, he can drive, and I just sleep passenger. So now we come
Well,
back
also,
because I don't have to
Let's
drive.
piggyback on this right now. So,
Yeah.
like, from your experiences doing shows or just like the music communities,
Mm-hmm.
Seattle versus Bellingham. Not even versus, but like, what are your thoughts and opinions? Like, what are the differences that you're seeing? What do you like? What do you don't like? Just,
I think I really like the I don't know, it feels like the community out here like really loves music a lot. Like the people out here, at least for shows, they're just so like supportive. Like,
Anything
people they
goes.
don't know.
We have a really good
Yeah.
audience,
Yeah.
like demographic. Like even if you're not fully in the music scene of making music, like you want to be at the show. So I can
Yeah.
see that because I feel like a lot more of Seattle is. You still have an audience, but a majority more is like still like the specific artist.
Seattle
where-
has a lot. I feel like it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe I'm just, this is my opinion. I feel like it's more tiered.
Yeah, it's for sure more clicky.
Tiered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like certain shows that have like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think also is the fact
But
that
also
there's
it's a
so
bigger
much.
city.
Yeah, I was gonna, well, exactly,
like,
right?
there's
so much like happening all the time there. I feel like here there's a lot more of a want for it, or like people are just like, oh yeah, like I want to go that because there's so many.
It's like
there's not a lot going on here. Like not.
I was about to say, pause, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Hey,
that.
but
See, I'm
it's-
trying to figure out how to word it.
No, but
No,
it is
you're right, you're
correct.
right, you're
Because
right.
it's like
That's-
it's downtown sounds or like the after sounds.
Those particular,
those-
actually, yeah, you're right.
Just those
You know what I
kind
mean?
of
Like,
things.
those have become
Those are so
staples.
easy to get the whole town, like all of Bellingham for the
Yeah.
most
Gonna
part, is
pull up for that,
going
and
to
they already
that.
know what's going
Whereas
happen.
like for the Seattle events, like it's so big.
Everybody's doing
There's 6
something.
different events happening.
Yeah.
Capitol Block Hill Party. There's a food convention.
Yeah.
There's the games. There was
All
20
that.
things happening
Swift
in the
concert.
Taylor Swift. Like there's
Oh my
20
gosh,
things
yeah.
happening
Dang,
in that
some of
one
those.
weekend.
Uh-huh.
So like here's like if there's something happening,
Everybody's
everyone's
gonna
there.
know. That's
'Cause
exactly what I mean. That's what's dope about it
happening.
though. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
it's
That's what
easier to build that
Then you
community.
creating that you're creating a community in which they're always going to pull up for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a this is all we got. It's a no, you that's what you
Gotta
want.
come support. Yeah, that's
So
why I
that's
think
the-
it's
yeah.
cool. That's why, yeah, it's almost sometimes it's like preferable.
I
Yeah.
feel that absolutely. So following up from that, because it's like especially like for you, Noble, your growth in Seattle, is it is it like an important thing for you to kind of represent your city, or is it just kind of like the byproduct that comes with being from a city? You kind of represent it, or
Ooh.
is it fully intentional? Like, is it not necessarily a bad way. Like, you don't have to always be like, oh yeah, my city, but is it?
Yeah.
Does that just kind of come from being a Seattle? I'm calling you a Seattle artist. Yeah.
You grew up, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
It's-
being a Seattle
yeah.
artist, or is it something that you kind of want to?
Dude, yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. It's for some people, I think they, and you know, I talk about this hella too with just like my friends and stuff. But some people kind of go a little too far with the like, this is where I'm from, because they then, you know, accidentally put themselves in this box
themselves in.
Yeah.
where they can't grow beyond that now, and it's
that's how the
like,
perception is.
but you know, at the same time, and this has been something that I've learned alongside like. Once I started doing music, I got this like revelation about what like purpose is for people. And for some people, like, cause starting out, you know, it's easy to get an ego and like doing like creative things. And like, I remember I was just always, at first when I started making stuff and I dropped Ghetto Sunset, I was just like, I would talk to people sometimes, and in the back of my head, I'd just be like, I wonder what they're like working on. Like, what's like a thing, like a big project they're doing all the time that everybody I would talk
I
to.
have the same question, but that's not a bad thing to do. It's just
Well, it is though in a sense, because it's like you're,
How many? You guys
You're
don't like
like
being
you're
asked
being
that.
like, what is your like goal? Like, oh, you wanted to hang out, that's cool, but like, what are you doing? That type of mindset.
It becomes more business than
Yeah,
actually just
everything.
living.
It's just like, what are you working on?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
just chilling or are
that's
you
a
just
pro-
working?
yeah.
Right? And then I realized,
I was like, because you get both of it. If I even ask you that, for like, there's a difference of having that question of like when you and Chris are just having that conversation of being like, oh, like what are you working on? Like
Yeah.
just that. But I fully understand that of anytime you see someone that you've only seen on the outside, like not in your own interpersonal circle, you kind of have that one kind of admiration or mentorship of like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But there's always
stay
kind of
busy.
that's kind of the expectation of when you're asking that is like, so that means you should be working on something, not like,
exactly. When it's like, oh, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, like a purpose, like I don't know, for asking somebody what their purpose is or whatever, just seems like a loaded question, because for someone, maybe their goal was to become like this Seattle artist, not just like, because there's a difference between being a Seattle artist and an artist from wherever you're from.
yeah,
You
like
know what I mean?
I make those captions all day for work of announcing what shows is like this Denver-based artist or like LA's this, but there's also there's people use it just to kind of show where you were, but there's that difference of here's where I'm from and I am this artist, and I feel like you can still interchangeably do both, and I guess it's kind of why I'm wondering if it's a full motive to represent the city or if you just represent the city because you are flourishing as an artist from Seattle.
Yeah, I think it's honestly like an underlying issue that we've had here for like hip hop music in Seattle, because we've always had people do stuff here like and then kind of leave. So some people
really leaving though?
not like right now. And when I say leave, I mean like, you know, they'll gain some success and then they'll, you know, progress forward, which in reality is normal. You're supposed to do that, but
is it the not claiming Seattle?
yeah, we don't have like a legacy of hip hop really.
Sir
So
Mix-a-Lot?
other than Sir Mix-a-Lot,
Hey, shout out Sir to one time.
nah, for real. I
Actually,
hope
2 times. Shout out Sir.
multiple times for my
Well,
dog.
yeah, actually, yeah.
We got Sir, we got Mac.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like everybody wants to take that responsibility to themselves now and be like, okay, well, I gotta be the Seattle artist that never leaves, and I'm here, and I gotta, you know, and it's like that's great, and it's okay to do that, but I personally think you are holding yourself back unless you want to do that. If that is what your goal is, and like that's fine. But for like, I don't know,
You're a Seattle artist because it's where you're
I'm an
from,
artist that's
but-
from Seattle,
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
rather than
you're,
like
I'm
yeah,
I'm a
you're an
Seattle
artist
artist
from Seattle. Yeah.
I got one. Where are your parents from?
They're from Ethiopia. Yeah,
Like, so you're
the motherland.
like,
I'm a first generation. Yeah, from here.
Yo,
Yeah, it's
that's
pretty,
beautiful. Oh,
pretty
wait,
cool,
so
bro.
have you like been back home? Like,
I think my mama said we went when I was like 1, but other than that, I've never. Yeah, I'm hella Americanized, bro. Like,
no, I feel I'm born in Germany, bro. I get that because I
Yeah.
used to go like every 3 years, and then like the more time I spend away, you lose a lot of it. But
Y'all know how much
We got
flight
nothing to
tickets
lose.
are? I don't know.
I got nothing to lose.
Flight tickets are a lot.
that's dope, bro.
Seriously, but
That's awesome. And so, following up from that one, because
Love that. That brings me joy.
referencing like, because we did our interview with Oblé, and you and Oblé have collaborated and have grown, where did that
start?
Where did that start? Where did you guys happen? Did you guys already know each other before, or did it just kind of?
Did y'all know each other before Ghetto Sunsets?
Yes. Yeah, we did technically. Not long though. Like, okay, so this is hella funny every time I talk about it, because so I had seen, like, back in 2020, I remember this was when I was just with my friends every day. I think it's like a year or two after graduating high school. So we were just hanging out all the time, doing nothing. Yeah. And I remember I was just like, man, I got to find some, like, this is when I was having like little thoughts of like, dang, it'd be cool to like make music or something. And then my friend was just like, yeah, you should start like reaching out to people.
And this is 2020.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're gonna follow up. Don't hold in. Finish the story.
You should reach out to somebody. And I was like, all right, bet. And he had sent me some dude's profile, and the name was Moondrop on Instagram. And I was just like, first of all, I was like, what the hell is a Moondrop? Bro, we talked about this already. But I was just like, yeah, I don't know what that was. But I saw his SoundCloud, and he had a SoundCloud project on there like a while back. So I was just like, okay, like this is a whole project, and it was good. And I was just like, oh dang, this dude's good. Like, let me hit him up.
I have not.
Nah, it's gone. I don't think you can ever find it.
I asked him,
bro.
I'm gonna let me hear
Nah, yeah, he not
the
showing you.
The internet doesn't let anything die.
It's gone, gang. It's gone.
We'll be right back after these messages. We'd like to give a special thanks to Lost Giant Cider Company, always providing us with our cider beverages and the best of the cider beverages. Visit Lost Giant's Tap Room in the heart of Bellingham at 1200 Meter Avenue in the Haskell Business Center. It's just down the street from Lakeway Fred Meyer. Menace Brewing, located in the Fountain District, is where flavor is unleashed. It serves as a local hub of craft beer and community. Recognized as the neighborhood's premier soccer hangout, you know I love me some soccer, Menace Brewing isn't just a brewery, it's the go-to spot for sports action and local engagement. Visitors can catch the game, connect with fellow fans, and immerse themselves in the heart of the spirited community. Menace Brewing invites everyone to join them, where every visit feels like coming home. Experience Menace Brewing in Bellingham today. And welcome back.
But yeah, I emailed him. I sent bro an email. I was just like, hey, bro, like, found your music, bro. This is dope. We should make a song together or something, bro. Let me just write. And you know, I know you're gonna understand. You get like DMs from these random people that might be like, hey, let's just make a song together. And you're just like, sure. Yeah. But you don't know them. So you just like, I don't know. I'll just say yes, but I probably won't do anything. So it was a situation like that.
I've done that to other people. What do you mean? Exactly. I've been on that exact side.
It has been both. I do want you to know, if you look up Moondrop, it's not him.
Yeah, it's probably took now. Yeah.
I'm still trying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been on both sides of that.
What was it? Yeah, so that was in 2020. Then nothing happened for like 3 years. And then 2022 came, and I believe it was 2022. And we went to this thing called Open Sessions. My producer, Evan George, shout out Evan, by the way.
Hey, Evan, you a goat, bro.
Yeah, literally. This is when he was just taking me like everywhere and just introducing, because I didn't know nothing about Evan.
Yeah.
From a mutual friend of a job that I worked at. This dude knew Evan from, I don't know where he knew him from, actually.
He was like, y'all should link.
Because he knew I was like messing around with music, and then Evan was looking for somebody with a deep voice.
That's some of my favorite. That's some of my favorite.
Literally.
Hey, no, you good, but like, no, you need to meet him because I know what he do.
Yeah,
and then y'all meet, you're like, oh, it actually worked. Mm-hmm. That's some of the coolest things
we needed
of all time,
a deep voice.
Great. Nah, literally. And then, he found me. We got together, and it was just like destiny kind of happened all together at once. And he just, because I didn't know anything about the Seattle scene whatsoever. I had never been to any venue in Seattle before 2022, like in my life. I didn't know a Crocodile or a Numos.
That's right. So with that, forgive me.
She's confused.
No, I'm not confused because
I know we kind of all over.
Because for like in reference to that, so what year did you actually graduate?
2019.
So you're right in that cusp of like the world is like, that's the part especially about Seattle is there's not very many like all age like going to venues. Like that's why I always couldn't wait to be 21 is honestly there's a lot of shows that had nothing to do with the bar, but to go to be fully immersed in the music scene, especially like the most dingy best shows is 21 and up because they're not doing the split for underage and doing that. Yeah. And so there's that whole music scene that you're missing out on when you're not 21 and able to go to. So like freshly being
Actually, yeah, that's
out,
right.
like that makes
Big
sense.
facts.
But that also being said, so when did you actually start making music?
Yeah, when's your
because in the time frame, and I know it's been referenced in other articles and just even I say like your growth and come up as an artist.
Where can we find the music
It has
before
worked
Ghetto Sunsets?
so much, but it's been.
Nowhere.
But that's part is like so much
not-
of the growth in the career has been as it's like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
So when did it like first recording of a song, even if it's not out, when was that?
So I think the first ever recording I've ever done was on this website called Sound Lab. It was right like the year I graduated. I just made some on there and I uploaded it on SoundCloud. And I didn't like say anything about it. I just made it because I wanted to be able to listen to it and not
You
open
didn't tell
Sound
nobody
Lab.
about it.
Because it wasn't like I'm releasing this. It was like I don't want to open Sound Lab anymore. Where can I put this where I can just use my phone?
Make sure I can find it later.
And I was like, all right, SoundCloud. So I made a song, and then I made one more song because I was like, this is cool. I want to keep doing
It's
this.
fun.
This is before I learned about GarageBand, by the way.
GarageBand
Before
is like the
GarageBand
goat,
happened, yeah. So I was doing that, and then I didn't drop a song after that for like 2 years because I wasn't like oh, I'm about to do this. It was just like, this was fun. Because I've always like messed
fulfills the
around with
soul.
rapping. Yeah,
It
for fun.
fulfills, yeah.
Yeah, it was just because music's always been, I was telling you earlier, music's always been like a big thing for me, but I've never, like creating it wasn't like a thing for me yet. I just always like singing, like rapping to myself and shit like it's just fun.
And it's a whole process to making the song. I feel like that's a really big growth or change of you can have a full idea, but like hearing it the very first time and your first time recording, like it's very
Yeah.
different. Especially we all know how our voice sounds, even watching a video, but seeing how it kind of works and that process of finding that like you don't want the world to see your first few because you don't know what you're doing. Like you're even if you have a sense and idea, you don't know because you haven't heard that come back, that replay of your voice. Even if it worked out great, you still like
know.
you didn't know
Yeah.
until it actually having that recording and being able to listen to it.
I'm gonna say shit because I was in like 6th, 7th grade
Yeah.
and I had Audacity.
think
And
I
I
know
had
this.
I got my mom to buy me a PlayStation 3 headset from
That's
the
crazy.
game shop, right? So I put the shit on. You hear the beat playing because I got a blast. And you hear the beat playing in the mic.
Yeah.
Mixed terribly. I made a whole ass CD, bro. It's
Damn.
called, that shit called The Start. I still got it on CD
The
right
Start.
now. The Start. DA Start.
We're gonna put it out this year. No, I'm just
intro,
kidding.
it's
playing right now.
Yo. It's like layers. It was terrible. It's so
That's
terrible,
lit,
but it's
though.
great because it's half of me getting beats from like SoundClick and then
Yeah.
half of me figuring out FL Studio.
Damn. See, that's
So
nuts.
I want to know, you made 1 to 2 songs, and then
Yeah,
I
like
just want
how
people
the
to know.
beginning to Ghetto Sunset. Like how
Ghetto
did that?
First
So-
of all, Ghetto Sunsets, bro. Ghetto Sunsets was one of my favorite albums that I heard in so long. I'm
That's
talking about all
crazy.
my favorites coming out.
Damn.
The respect I want to put on your name and the respect that people, I'm gonna gas
It's
them
true.
up. I'm
It's very true. Everything you're saying.
Damn.
It's not how.
How the fuck did you get there? How did it start?
Not how did you get there,
No,
but
no,
I want to know
how did it start? How did you get
from when that
mentally-
came out and the process before that. Like how much was actually being made that you didn't put out in that time frame from when you started to Ghetto Sunset?
Were you just making
Realistically,
songs for
how
fun?
long is that gap?
What's that
I
story?
was definitely making stuff on GarageBand because what was it 2022 or September 2022. So like a year and a half or maybe 2 years before that, I was just making stuff on my phone on GarageBand, but I didn't know how to do like a chorus or like a hook or like layers or anything. I learned that from Evan.
That's
When we got together with Evan would like hear me like sing and passing and stuff. And he was just like, you should like experiment with trying to do like a high with your voice and then do a low because your voice is low.
Yes, you know how to use your voice. I will say that.
I know now because of him.
Also, the
So
Harmony
he showed
IG
me.
story I saw.
All right, we're gonna need his that from the thing because you keep saying 2022, but if I look correctly,
The album came out in
the
2022.
album
It
came
has to
out
be like
in
2021.
2022.
What do you mean? Oh, when we worked on it?
No, Ghetto
Yeah.
Sunset
When you were
is
working on
released
it.
on Spotify in 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
How
That's what I was
long
like.
had you been working on it though? Was it just
Oh, on
2022?
that project?
Yeah.
Oh, we did that in like, I think we did that like that summer. I think. We weren't working on that for that long.
That's what I want to highlight.
We didn't work on that for that long. You could tell we didn't work on it that long, though.
What do you mean?
Who said
Because
what?
What are you talking about?
Because
What are
most
your
of those
standards?
beats, most of those beats were YouTube beats for one.
What are your
last-
standards, my dude? You are literally the youngest, fastest growing artist that, like, I swear that
That's
even
crazy.
Seattle has seen. And you're just like, yeah, no, you can tell it's like,
If Evan was here, he'd say the exact same thing. Like,
Bro,
legit.
no, because it's a fucking
Bruh,
fact. All right, my bad. I'm just gonna get real with you right now, bro. I'm sorry, hey team. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
He's
keep it a
stressing
buck
back
with
Get a
there.
whole walk
He's
around.
like, oh my god.
you. Hey, look. You are one of my genuinely favorites and one of my biggest inspirations right now.
Damn, bro.
Because the way you had the conversation we had earlier. This is the first one you did. You weren't doing a lot before,
Yeah.
and this is what you could. I'm so excited to hear everything you create now.
Damn,
Because
bro.
the way that your mind thinks, I have so many questions, but I ain't gonna go on it. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
that's for the second podcast.
Yeah.
So, to keeping it as what we're here for.
Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Oh, for sure. I get up early though. I most of the time I
regular
get up.
schedule.
What
you
do-
don't
what
have
do you
a reason.
normally?
What time are you waking up? And what time are you going to
I
bed?
try to go to bed or wake up at like 9. I
Oh,
try.
that's easy.
Okay, what time do you get up?
What time you go to bed?
Now
I
you're
go to
trying.
bed. I'm for sure going to bed at probably like 3 or 4 in the morning.
All right, so the best sessions are late night or early morning.
See, I
See, y'all.
don't really do early morning sessions, to be honest.
He's like,
Or
I
you
don't,
don't
I don't have
record
a
yourself.
comparison. I get up.
Oh,
after
well, no.
that.
Okay, wait.
You
That's a
record
lie.
yourself the first thing you wake up. You have
When I wake up, I get on my phone and I'll mess around on GarageBand.
So
If
do you
that's
like
what you
those
mean.
sessions better or the late nights where you just?
So late night and early mornings, those sessions are like my phone. Like I like go to my car at like midnight and I'll just like work on some stuff on my phone for
He said,
fun.
I'm in the studio in the evening.
Yeah, no, I'm using my phone GarageBand so much. I probably have 300 to 400 like demos on my phone of just random songs or like ideas, not even full songs. Let me
Also,
not like
mad
let
respect
that.
because I figured out I made probably like 20 songs on their max, but that's respect. You know how to use.
Bro,
it.
you
I've
started off
learned
with having
GarageBand, I ain't gonna lie.
recording. You already started off with like an above standard of like you did the whole. Anyways, you were already like
say, you
your
were
whole-
doing everything
in your high
yourself.
school.
That's
You were
different, yeah.
teaching. You had
That's
a
different, bro.
you
I
had
wasn't
a
making
music
beats.
class
You're doing
in high
yourself though,
school.
too.
I'm recording myself. That's
It's
it.
same, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a different type of technology that you're using or a different like path foot.
Yeah,
That's
true.
crazy though.
But yeah,
So for that, because the shows I've seen you at are always in Seattle, and then I'll highlight the one time that we pulled you up on the stage for.
Oh no, that was my favorite thing, bro.
He said I'm gonna go ask Yonny, and I was like, I think you should. He was like, okay, back. He's like, I already asked Yonny.
For the audience, it
was
was
so
it was
funny.
After Sounds, and it was like it was the week that I was supposed to be on there. Was it After Sounds?
Which one came first? Was it After Sounds?
No,
or...
After Sounds
it was
Did
definitely
it-
when you asked me
Was it
that.
After
random
Sounds or was
one.
it the Rhetorician thing?
No, it was Rhetorician.
was
You
Rhetorician
you
joint.
got
It was-
After Sounds after the Rhetorician.
Yeah, it was the
Because that
it
was
Zach
when you
Taylor.
randomly asked
yeah,
him to
you
come
right.
up.
It was the episode 3 premiere, and
was
I was
daytime.
like,
I need some time.
I
Yeah.
seen you stand. I was like, nah,
Come up here.
Come
I was
up here.
like,
He said,
all
I said,
right.
you got like a couple songs I play. He said, I already got a set ready. This boy done set me a whole set like right then and there. I was like, oh, he was ready. He was not playing.
Bro, that's so funny.
Also,
It's-
you really like just took over everything. That is so much respect for that.
That was fun as hell. That's what I mean though, right? Like they did not know who the hell I was, but they were
Exactly,
so
and that's-
like involved in it. They were just like,
People
wow.
are always going to be there, but also you're giving already doing it with confidence. You already have good music. Like there's not a way for an audience who's already there for music to not reciprocate exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so with that, because you are a Seattle artist and you're majorly doing shows there, is your goal to kind of be able to come up to? I'm saying that like I don't know the answer. Like to come up to Bellingham.
Yes.
Are you trying to? What are you doing? Keep going further to the side.
But like for that, because I know we kind of touched down on the basis. Is there like to? Because I guess even for in what we do is it's always you can blow up in whatever. You could be in LA, right? And
Yeah.
how artists think of LA.
What's
But
your
if
dream city
you're the
to
one
perform
who
in?
blew up there, where you always want to leave it. Like your goal is to always reach whatever place is not where you're from.
Yeah.
And
for
so is the goal to kind of for Bellingham to kind of be that next step and doing shows like this year there, or do you have a goal of somewhere you're trying to reach that's not Bellingham? And I won't be mad, even though it's a Bellingham podcast, of what that answer is. Is like kind of where's the trajectory that you're trying to expand to?
You know, to be honest, I didn't really put like a place where I've never thought about it like that, where it's like, all right, the goal is to go to this city and do something. I think honestly, just performing is always like if I get the chance to do it, I want to do it. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, but now I'm asking now, put a place.
Yeah, put a place right now.
Like, is there like any city you've like, even if you just wanted to visit and you got that call going, hey, do you want to perform? You want to perform here?
I think a sick show would be like some random jazz club in like New York.
Bro, that would be sick.
I was gonna say, bro, New York, because New York, I've never been there, never any like.
Yeah.
But the fact that like people, to have an audience in New York and to be able to go to New York and do a show, crazy.
Bro, I want to be on some like corner.
I was like that underground,
like
that
somebody's walking home from work,
yeah,
and they're just like,
that
hold on, let me walk in there.
That little speakeasy vibe that you just happen to come across, and you're like, damn, what's happening? Well, when you get that, you call me because I want to go too.
That'd be lit.
And so, as we're doing this interview, you have a song, City in Motion, come out. And then when this is right in the next 24 hours, when people are hearing these words speak, you're going to have another song coming out. So I guess the question I have for the audience, are we getting an album this year? Are we just going to get some singles throughout this year? Do you not even have a plan? That's fine too.
We definitely have a plan. I think right now the goal is to just kind of get back in everybody's like attention again, and just, I mean, for anybody that's like paying attention, I'd be saying that like there's a billion motherfuckers waiting. Like anybody that might not,
there's people paying attention.
Honestly, to be real, it's more so like just, it feels like a restart in a sense. It feels like I'm kind of, because I took so much time off.
I don't think so.
That
it was not even it was like,
it was almost a year.
It was literally
but you were still
like
March.
But you still popped up for doing like you haven't taken a break.
Well, it's just like during that summer, I made sure I was like yes to every show. I was like, I gotta
drop something. It's like that's when the season starts. Because now you have like, okay, this is the team. This is all right. This is the sport we playing, and blam.
Yeah.
You
but
gotta
like
sure
I feel like you've done your fair run of like, here's what I put out. You've done the shows.
Yeah.
You've done the pop-ups with Oblate and at his shows for your guys' song.
Fire.
Like you guys, like you have not taken an actual break, and the audience is still seeing that. Like they're still there. They're still seeing those posts. I do feel like I feel like you did take a break right before you knew everything was about to be coming out. Like social media kind of got quiet, and now you're back on the social media.
Yeah.
So are you just like using singles for? And I'm thinking just like 2024 as a whole, using singles to like get people to be like, hey, this is what's coming, and then the next year an album's coming out, or can we expect like a whole project idea this year?
What are we looking for this year? What are we getting this year?
I'd say without like, cause I kind of enjoy like surprises, so like
we're here to
give us one exclusive.
We're here to get that before knowledge.
There is gonna be like 4 more singles after this one.
So keep watching.
Okay.
But I'll say this though, like after I dropped High Suspicions, I was supposed to drop like 4 or 5 more songs that year, and I scrapped all of them because they just felt so not like genuine. And that's how I was feeling after I dropped High Suspicions. I love everything I make, and I love that song.
How do you mean not genuine?
I got into this like mindset where I was like, okay, singles is the move right now, because I'm very much like a body of work person, and that's why I just dropped. I did like, because I didn't know anything about like a rollout. I didn't know what a rollout was until like I got explained it. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And I dropped Nas a single, and then I was like, okay, here's everything, and I was like, this is good. Like I like this, but then I realized like, oh, there's like so much that goes into it. And then I was like, all right, then I'm going to just do singles for a while. And 2 singles in, I was just like, I don't like this anymore. And even like Evan and everybody was noticing that everything I was making didn't really feel inspired. So I was like, okay, because I always told myself, if I don't feel inspired by it, then I'm going to stop. So that's what I did. I just was like, I'm going to step away and like take time to like remember why I want to make music and like find what kind of inspires me again. And then, just took that time to do that. And then
You
I
can
got inspired
be
again.
you can be good at music and you can be good at the business and figuring out about it, but that's just a pro to actually just enjoying it and doing the parts that you want, like the writing the press release and being prepared
First of all,
for
it's
when you
all-
get asked for those questions. Like that's all just that's a sub part of, even if you're good at that and if you only focus on that, you're gonna, it's that where you start feeling like that's not what you're making the music for. It's now become more of the routine and I gotta put something out
exactly.
versus
That's
then I was
scary.
just
Routine's
I was
perfect word for that. Yeah.
yeah,
It became
instead
a
of just
routine.
creating and then happening. And that's what I feel like the hard part is, you come out with like great work, people now expect you to be consistently putting it out, and then it creates that energy of, well, I like, even if it's a great song, it's how you feel internally about it. So I respect
Yeah.
that.
That's exactly like that too, of like you do something really good and there's like so many things that are a part of like, all right, well, if you're going to do that well, I'm going to need you to be good at this, and that. So a lot of it was also just learning everything that has to do with music immediately, or trying to, which I'm still in the middle of that.
We also
But-
learning, baby. We also learning.
But like I'm trying to like really gather all this information as soon as possible, and then like getting like cool ass opportunities like really fast, and then just being like, damn, should I be doing this or should I not, and should I wait?
You know that one record you're trying to find on vinyl from your favorite artist, you just can't find it. Have you ever checked out Black Noise? It's in the heart. It is the heart of Bellingham's music scene, founded by the one and only Nico Sanchez. They've got all sorts of indie gems handpicked by Nico himself. Jazz, punk, you name it. Swing by for some good vibes and whatever album you're trying to find. 1312 Bay Street, Deppin. Binary Recording Studio is a versatile space designed to cater to all music genres. And when I say all, I mean all. If you're into jazz, rock, hip-hop, or anything in between, Binary is equipped to bring your music to life. With the expert engineering and the best setup, my boy Bob, he can capture the essence of whatever you are wanting to create and bring it, just to reality. From there, book your session today, unleash your creativity at Binary Recording Studio. But for real, my boy Bob, he will not disappoint. And welcome back. That one with I think it was a particular show, I won't mention it, but he was like, hey, I got to take this time. I'm working on an album, so I'm working on a few songs right now.
Like
I'm going to take this break.
specific, what I mean? And like
We tried to
stuff
get
like
him
that.
on this interview like 3-4 months ago, and he's like, nah, let's wait. And I was like, I respect that. You let me know.
Because if it was like a year before, I'd have been like, yeah, let's do it right now. Like I'm good. And
You
it's
gotta
like,
go get it, and that's hard because you want
Plan it
to
out.
utilize all the tools that you have and all the knowledge. But I feel like that's also kind of when it gets overwhelming. Is it's like I know all of the steps to make like this project so successful, but
Yeah.
it's also the understanding that putting all of your eggs in that basket can drain you out, and it's you
Yeah.
still have to create and do some especially with the concept that people have that you always have to be working on something when it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so you just put this out, so what's coming out
What's
next,
next? Exactly,
is
yeah.
how much doing all of those steps in between. That's why you have a team, it's why people get the people to do the organizing of this part and the scheduling of this and handling the certain aspects, is because you put all that on one plate. Now you're just, I don't want to actually make the next
Yeah.
whole project. Like my brain, because to make,
feel
there's
like
a
it.
difference of making a song, but like making that whole project and every part of your assets and resources
tiring.
being focused on it, you're like, I just
Yeah.
want to chill.
Let's take this second real quick, because it's very mind baffling, but also motherfucking salute.
baffling.
That's all I call it. If you could give someone that is literally just starting, and it's crazy because I'm asking you this because
right? Ironic.
it's so.
As someone
so
who's
quick.
just starting, actually, as someone who
It's not
is,
just starting, it's just so
in
quick.
how we typically ask that though, I feel like that's even better though, is his whole
The recency
What's
of
the
it.
advice
Yeah.
that you would give to someone that just, saying they want a full send? They want to they want to really
Go into
invest their
it.
time in making music. Where you're like, okay, what is something that you wish you known from the start? Right before Ghetto Sunset.
I think I wish I would have known how much time I actually have, because I felt like I needed it. Yeah.
put that one on a t-shirt.
I felt like I had to drop this shit as soon as possible. And I remember being told so many times by everybody, just being, or no, by Evan specifically. He was just like, you got to remember, like, nobody, in the most respectful way possible, nobody knows you. Like there's no one waiting for you to do something right now. You could take as much time as possible. And I was just like, yeah, you're right. But if I drop in September, it'll be cool. So I was like, I wish I could go back and kind of plan it out more. I would have done a single release for Who Dey with a video. I would have done
great. Also,
something else. Yeah, Paid wouldn't have been a video that came out after. It would have been before.
Also, I like that it comes out after, too. Because
I mean, it's a good thing, but that was because I was like, oh, damn, I got to keep promoting this project.
I was like, that's a big part of it is if you come out with it all at the forefront.
Being honest, bro.
Once you put it out and then like, if you come out with a song and the music video, and I do say this a lot to even just the people I know, is you come with it both at the same time, you're always going to need to keep promoting that song unless you're coming out with something out like right after that you're instantly like you're already pivoting to promoting. I feel like there is that beauty in you put the project out and the rest comes later, because even if you have you make a music video for a song that doesn't have one yet from 2022, it changes just the relevancy. It brings back the attention to a great piece of art that you did. Yeah. So I feel like there's a bonus to not coming with everything ready. Even if you have it ready, just kind of in nice like gatekeeping certain things. This is why not every artist comes with a music video to every single song on the album out the gate.
But also, I mean, look at Tierra Whack though. You know what I'm saying? That Whack world was crazy.
I love her so much. Every song's a minute. Wait.
That's a great technique.
Great move. Love it so much. But it's far different of making a music video for everything or making even a whole skit for something that's a 15-minute project versus when something's like a 45-minute project. And also the resources, money, just that kind of a part. And I feel like you've done very well on how you've rolled out your project and being able to then have those videos, as I feel like whether it was fully intentional or not, was a beautifully executed to where you're still giving people something and we're waiting for what's coming versus
because I seen a post today. It was like highly anticipated, and it was
Born Dead Entertainment.
Born Dead Entertainment, bro.
Dogs.
I was seeing that, and I was like, they're not wrong. When you said earlier that no one's waiting for you, they are now.
But that's
somebody.
The
I
part.
was laughing about this earlier. I was just like, I reached it like that. I'm just like, Dante Rivers. Shout out to Dante.
Oh yeah.
This dude was talking to me at this show a while back, and he was just like, Yonny, like, when you posted on your Instagram finally, like, people were hitting me like, bro, you seen Yonny just post? I was like, shut the hell up. I was like, ain't nobody doing that.
We're like, yo, did you see that?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I know you showed me all the photos when we was at the Barboza joint. He was like, check this out. This would have come out. I saw it already. Damn. But to see it posted and out in public, it was like, oh my God.
Damn,
you know
right?
It was still a hype.
That's so funny.
It was still such an impressive thing. Like,
it's funny. I just find
I'm
it
excited,
funny.
especially the video where you're in like the parking garage on like the spiral joint. And just like the little clip that you have right now. Like, shout out Nash one time.
Yeah, shout out. I wish Nash was here. He could tell you were talking about the like how beautifully executed. I was like, bro, me and Nash are literally just like, bro, what should we just shoot this video? Like, let's just do it.
But honestly, that's even why like even having this podcast and being able to have that conversation is like my favorite part of that is no one was going to actually guess that it wasn't a fully planned execution of how you put your album and when that music video is. And that's one great part of being the artist is like you don't have that, but that's what I like about being able to do this is you get to see past the smoke and mirrors. Like you get to find out that actually this whole plan we did in a day, or this whole thing was like so last minute. Is like finding out those little niches. It also kind of makes it better, you know?
It makes that like relatability, like, you're just like, okay, like he's just like me, yeah. That's what's dope about it. That's what's like cool about doing stuff like this. It's like, yeah, because it's really easy for people to be like on some like, oh, you guys don't know me for real. Like you're gonna look at me.
You don't know me.
You guys don't know my persona or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I know though at the same time, like I don't really like posting on Instagram like that, right? Like I know I have to. So it's like I do it.
That's a big part is like you're my favorite example of especially one just the growth as an artist and the quality of your music, but also that balance of understanding. I am a creative, and though there's certain things I don't want to do, there is personal life till you get stabbed. Well, even personal, but it's that it's like you have that shit posting on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is of just like the constant like the consistency of putting something out is a part of being an artist in this, and you've done very well at keeping that balance of you're posting and you're keeping active while not. It's not every morning we're getting. So I'm Yonny and I'm eating this for breakfast, and I'm going to the bathroom at this time. Like, you're not oversharing, you're not elbow delving into it.
Breakfast.
Yeah, you had a whole time to think.
I
about
did have
this.
to think about this.
What's your go-to breakfast?
What's
your favorite breakfast of all time? Like,
favorite?
You got a Saturday morning.
No, I need two answers though. You're at home on a Saturday cooking, or you go out on a Saturday.
The same shit.
Okay.
No, I don't order the same thing. I order what I can't make. That's why I get eggs Benedict. I don't like making the hollandaise.
Type.
But what do you get when you go out to a restaurant?
Type. Mm-hmm. Okay, so should I start with the restaurant or should I do
Either.
Let's do the restaurant first.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
I'm talking about you just woke up. Is it breakfast or brunch?
I ain't never been to brunch.
The restaurant and what you order.
Depending on what time you wake up, that's a brunch.
I'm gonna get so up for this. I'm going to the Denny's on 196 in Linwood.
Bam.
That's where me and the family be going. Yeah,
dude,
going
I fuck with the Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, getting a veggie omelet.
See, they nailed it. You get to pick all your little things in it.
Yeah, the same old Filipino lady that's the waitress for us every time we go there.
That's how you know. That was the Waffle House for me back in the day.
Right.
You know, you already knew who was gonna be there. You already know exactly what you're gonna
Welcome back, guys. I'm like, yep, we're back.
That's now that's a little cheerful.
Let me get some orange juice. Let me think. Okay, so home breakfast is for sure. My mom makes these eggs, and like there's this food from Ethiopia called ful, and it's like beans and I don't really know how to describe it, but it's good as hell. So it's eggs and beans, and we eat we grab bread. It's just called ful.
Yeah.
Ful. Yeah. FOUL.
Okay.
Ful.
I seen it on TikTok.
You probably will see it on TikTok. Trying new Ethiopian food from it's gonna be some TikTok video at some point.
Oh no, mine was so opposite. It was some random grandma being like,
oh yeah,
and some grandkid being like highlighting their grandma, and it was what they're. I was like, hold on, that actually looks really good. I was like,
yeah, it's just eggs and some beans, and we get like bread. Or like what do you call them? Bread, like the long breads, like French bread.
Baguette.
A baguette. You crack it open, you grab the inside.
He loves a baguette.
A baguette. You grab the inside, use it as a fucking thing, and pick it up. Yeah, the best ever in the world.
Also, first of all, real quick, I know y'all finna hate on me. Y'all say it's baguette. It's baguette.
It's baguette.
Baguette.
It's baguette. I don't think it's baguette.
That's what everybody else be saying. Is it baguette? I mean, no, it's baguette.
Now we just
French people saying that, or is it just...
Hey, Jake, do me a favor. Baguette. Baguette.
I need
Let the people vote.
No, I need a snippet so I can put this on Instagram.
Baguette.
I'll do a poll. Don't worry.
Baguette.
Is that?
That's fine.
All right. So I guess, bro, I'm so excited to see what you do this year. That's all. That's genuinely like.
You too, bro.
I'm very excited.
We're gonna type in.
Yeah.
We're gonna make an agreement. We did this, and a year from now, I'll put it in the calendar. Don't worry. We'll do one of those follow up.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
sick.
Yeah.
What have we done?
How far we've gone.
Like we use this one. Everyone now they know who you are. Now next time we'll discuss what shows you've done, what you've put out, and
How do you feel in life?
what.
How you feeling, bro? To be real, I'm feeling like I've been everywhere recently. To be honest.
Everywhere in here, you know.
Yeah, but we're here. So
If you have one last piece to say to the people, what would you say?
Damn.
Hit them with that quote, bro.
Shit, I think one last thing to say to the people. Let me think.
It ain't gotta be deep. Don't worry. You can say anything you want.
Okay, then I'll just be real. I think doing like the fact that y'all asked me to be on here for one, I just want to say thank you guys like so much. I want to say thank you to everybody that's like still listening to my music. I know I be making these little posts here and there talking about it, but like it genuinely is just like shocking that there's people that like listen to what I be making with my friends and like it enough to maybe make it a career. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm just kind of forever grateful.
We're your number one fans. Don't you worry.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Proud of you.
That being said, I do want to say we're very grateful for you to be here, and that is
Thank you guys.
for the audience. The whole reason we are here is to continue to highlight people and what they're doing, and
Give a platform, and you know what I'm saying?
yeah, give the platform, show what people are doing, and we're a very easily accessible platform to reach out to, whether it's a DM,
Help us help you.
email us.
Right.
We have a great website at shutupbham.com where you can suggest an artist. You can suggest yourself to be on the podcast. You can also, if you are a writer and you go to shows and you want to highlight a great show that you went to, you just send it our way so that we can continue to highlight the growth, and we can interview now and then interview in a year to see where that growth is.
We running
For
this
sure.
back.
I'm curious.
All year 3 is like our season 3. We're just gonna run it back.
That'd be sick. That's gonna be fire.
Hey, Jake, separate these joints into seasons, bro. I ain't seen that yet.
Anyways, thank you
be
so
dope.
much. Shout out Yonny. Go check him out on all platforms.
Maybe some money, I did it again.
In some form of a caption, you can find where to follow him on. But if you don't see the caption, at least give him your Instagram, or because you can find him on all platforms as Yonny.
Yeah.
What is their Instagram so they can stay tapped in?
It's gonna be Yonny FTLA. That's YONNY FTLA on all social media. That's from the Linwood area.
Okay.
Yeah,
I always
so
wanted that. I ain't
Yonny
gonna
from the Linwood area is what it started from. That was just me and my friends. Like, we kind of did that together.
He said
And then-
Yonny was taken.
You know, like, it's like with that name, it wasn't even originally gonna be my artist name, but it was just my nickname. Like, that's what my nickname is. And Evan was just like, you should just make that your artist name. I was
lie.
like,
Yeah, easy.
cool.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it worked out. So yeah. Shout out
Well,
Linwood though.
Shout them out. Shout out Evan. Shout out Nash. Shout out the whole team
Shout out
that
Emery,
makes.
shout out Matt, shout out Jake, shout out
Go ahead,
everybody.
keep going.
Shout out my mama, shout out
Yeah.
Dom, shout out
Yeah.
Kenan, shout out Dom, shout out Ben. Shout
And I shout out Bob, shout
out
out
my
Soul
dogs.
Records, shout out
Shout them all out. Thank you.
shout out Menace, shout out Lost Giant.
For real though. Thank you so much. Everybody. This has been a blast.
Shout out
This
to
is
the universe. Hey, y'all stay wonderful, stay blessed, and
Yo.
have a good motherfucking day.
Like and subscribe.
This is lit. This is lit as hell.
Thanks again for tuning in to Shut Up and Listen. For more captivating content, including videos, articles, and everything music related, visit our website at shutupbham.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you get your podcast, and join the conversation by following us at Shut Up and Listen BHAM on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Shut Up and Listen is proudly produced by Rocket Soul and Binary Recording Studio. Stay tuned for more fantastic episodes.